Hello everybody, That One Andrew here, and welcome to the first That One Andrew 2.0 Persona-centric video. For today, what we're going to do is, I thought it would be fun to go through the PSP Persona games that I have, maybe talk about them a little bit, unbox them, look through them, and yeah, just go through these. So we have Nanako over here, she's watching over us, she's got a little eggplant in her Junes bag, important to the video. She's going to be our little mascot for all these. But we have Persona 1, 2, 3, 2 again, and then 3 again, all in this pile. Now, those last two we'll get to at the end. They're not that special, but there's a reason I have duplicates. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with this one. Now, this is Shin Megami Tensei Persona, the very first game. As you can see on the box, 2-disc soundtrack included. In the back of the box, we have some screenshots. The complete Persona Experience Collector's Edition. I got this a few years back now, before Persona 5 came out, so it was before it really took off in fandom. And I think I spent $70 on it or something. Definitely worth a lot more now, but that's what I paid for it back in the day. What's cool about this is that the only other experience we had for Persona was on the PS1, and that port, I guess, or not even port, that translation is pretty janky. Infamously, the currency system was messed up. Infamously, the characters' names and the way they looked and things were all changed for the localization. The whole Snow Queen quest was cut out. So this game fixed all that. They fixed the currency. They fixed the characters, they fixed the names, giving us both the English names and the original Japanese names. We got the Snow Queen quest, and this collector's edition came with a 2-disc soundtrack. So let's just go ahead and open it up as gently as possible, because that's the problem with these older... Whoop, that wasn't gentle at all. It's a nice box, but it is cardboard, which means it gets that wear and tear. You can see at the top, and actually all of them are starting to get that little wear and tear of the shelf life. So gotta be a little careful with it. But here we have the CD soundtrack, which you can buy this fairly cheap on Amazon, eBay. Talking like $8, $10. There's nothing really special about this collector's edition except obviously the game and the box. But here we have a soundtrack set and then a little excerpt from Shoji Meguro. That's probably how you say his name. And then the disc 2 tracks. So a lot of tracks on this, 36 plus 31. So we got 67 tracks. It's quite a bit, and we have the whole Persona 1 cast. At the front, there's our main character, Mr. Blandan. I'm not the biggest fan of Persona 1, but I like it. I respect it. And here's the case. Shin Megami Tensei Persona 1 only on PlayStation, and that is true to this day. It is still only on PlayStation. We have more or less the same back here that we had. They didn't have the Learn to Fuse part. That got replaced by the CDs. Everything else seems to be the same. And I have this game digitally, so I just leave it in the case. But you can see here the Persona UMD. And this was back when manuals were still a thing. But it just tells you how to play the game, character introductions, maps, systems, things like that. Pretty cool. Alright, and yeah, that's Persona 1, and then there's an ad for the official strategy guide, which if you want to go get that, you can go get that. And that's all there is to the box. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back up. This came out, by the way, in 2009, which is important for a couple of reasons that I'll get to later. Put that in there. And let's just... Oh, it goes this way. Alright. Slides in like that. Nice little box. Alright. And let's move over to Persona II Innocence Sin. This is more or less the same. You get the bonus CD track, you get the game. This was released in 2011, so 2 years after Persona 1. This is, as it says at the top, the lost chapter of Persona arrives. Now, it's so interesting because for Persona 2, we got Eternal Punishment on the PS1, which is technically the second Persona 2 game. Innocence is the first of the two-part series, and we didn't get this on PS1. Now, they brought this over to America, Innocent Sin on PSP, but we did not get this game, Eternal Punishment on PSP. So the only true way to experience the Persona 2 saga, if you only speak English and read English, is to get it on PSP and play Innocent Sin, and then get it on PS1, either physically on PS1 disc, or you could get it digitally on the PS3 and the PlayStation Vita through PS1 Classics and play it that way. But you cannot play these on the same platform for whatever reason. But that's why I had two Persona 2s. This one I'll just go over quickly. It's Persona 2, if you can read Japanese, that says things. There's the disc. I love the disc. The disc is so just minimalist. You got the butterfly, the pink stuff. And then, of course, we have the manual, which more or less is the same as the other manuals. So there's that. But we're going to look at this. Persona 2 Innocent Sin. So scary every time opening it. With sleek enhancements and expanded content. Buzzwords, buzzwords, buzzwords. So here's the back of the box. In Samura City, idle rumors are having a concrete effect on reality. The mysterious Joker seems to be not that Joker, seems to be at the center of it all. But to what end? Delve into the web of rumors slowly encompassing the city before the madness becomes irreversible. Demons can be friends or foes, do battle or negotiate for items and information, collect and spread rumors around town to gain strategic advantage. Now that's a really cool part about this game. Actually, this game is leaps and bounds better than Persona 1. They got rid of the first person dungeon crawling. The battle system is more or less the same, but the characters are so much better, so much more, so much well written. The story, I already said story is great. I love Joker as an antagonist. The whole rumor system where you kind of spread rumors around and it becomes reality. It's all really, really cool. And then, you know, our badass protagonist. One of the only times we get a female protagonist, and Maya's great. So there's the disc. I like Eternal Punishment's a little better. This is very red themed. And then we see inside we have Tetsuya. Is that his name, Tetsuya? Pretty sure. I'm gonna lose my Persona fan card. Then his persona right there. And then we have the manual, which is so cool. Yeah, it is Tetsuya. I gotta keep my card. Lisa Silverman, I have a figure of her. We have Maya and Yukino and Akichi. These are all great characters. And then, like last time, more or less, starting the game. You can really see influences of Persona 3 in this game. Just the way the characters are expanded and expressive. And they're getting more into like Japanese culture in this game, as opposed to 1, which was very bare bones in comparison. And then in this we have the soundtrack, which I do love this soundtrack, both stylistically and the songs. The openings to all of these are really, really good. If you could go on YouTube and look at the openings to Persona 1, 2, and 2 again, I guess, and 3 when we get to it. Just the PSP openings are really, really good. But this is a mini soundtrack. Only comes with 10 songs. Less than our 67 on Persona 1. We have Shoji Meguro, however you say his name, giving us a little excerpt again. And then there's the disc. Super cool how they have the colors contrasting against each other. And we have like the title right there, but then it turns that way. Very, very, very stylistic. Anyone who didn't know Persona before Persona 5, this is your showing, or whatever you want to call it, your TED Talk, I guess. That Persona's always been this way. How do I put this back in the box? It just goes right in. Okay. But yeah, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, the style of Persona 5, it's amazing, it's amazing." I'm like, I'm over here saying like, Persona's always been like this. I mean, yeah, it's obviously benefits from the hardware and the graphics, but it's always been stylized. Even with go to Persona 4 and just open the menus, it's all flashy and rainbows and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Our last title is actually a two-parter, and it's Persona 3 Portable. Now, I love Persona 3 Portable because you get the female protagonist side, which not only shows it from a girl's perspective, but also changes some social links, changes your Velvet Room assistant, and some other little things here and there. But this is the American English version. We have The Dark Hour Begins Anew, and for some reason it's in French below. And we have our lovely Persona. And just like the other manuals, this one is very in-depth. Very in-depth, gives you a fusion chart. It's also in French. Is this the French game? No, it's in English too. Okay. I say that because they did release a collector's edition for Persona 3 Portable, but it was not in America. It was in Europe. So I imported this. Once again, The Dark Hour Begins. I think this... I don't know which one this one... USK. Wherever that is. Peggy, so I'm guessing England. It includes the full game, 48-page art book, 6 postcards, and a poster. So we're just going to go ahead and look through this really, really quick. So this is the poster, and it's the Persona 3. I'm gonna fold it halfway that way. So we have the Persona 3 Death Persona. Spoilers. Not really. You see him 30 minutes to the game. Then we have Junpei, Yukari, and our protagonist. And it's just one-sided, so it's the PS2 box art. Pretty cool. Set this right there. Then we have our postcards, which just give me the movie vibes, I guess. There's our Persona 3 female protagonist and male, and then Yukari. No, not Yukari. Mitsuru. This is Yukari. Yukari, Junpei, I guess. Mitsuru, protagonist. Sorry, Akihiko, you didn't make the cut. And then Ken and Koromaru and whoever else. So that's cool. Put that over there. This is the mini art book that it comes with. We have the models. This version of Persona 3 is probably the best version. Not only does it have the two-sided campaigns, male and female, but it also was the first... Persona 3 Fez might have let you control your team, but definitely this one lets you control your team the entire game. Because before in Persona 3, your team acted independently, you did not control them. But this game, you had direct command. For the Velvet Room, always ascending. Tartarus. The entrance. Tetsuya Port, I think that's what it's called. Some more characters, character designs, Persona designs. Really good game. So yeah, I recommend Persona 3 definitely out of all these the most. I think it's the best game for sure. Persona 2 has an amazing story, and Persona 1 I guess is cool to see where the franchise started out. Wouldn't say it's a great game, but definitely 2 is a good game and 3 is a fantastic game. So here's the box, there's the back. Another thing in Persona 3 Portable is that you did not walk around on the out of battle moments. You controlled a cursor that moved around. So it's a little different gameplay. But there's the disc, Persona 3 Portable. It's so cool seeing these discs because I own all these games digitally and play them digitally, so I never get to see the actual disc. And then we have the manual, which is more or less just as informative as the other one. No French this time. So yep, there you go. That is all the Persona PSP games. Now, a little fun fact. Persona 4 Golden was initially planned to be a part of this PSP quadrilogy, or whatever you want to call it. But when Sony announced the PlayStation Vita, they went ahead and ported it to that instead, which I think came out as a better port than these PSP games. While these are good, you can tell that as the franchise got more advanced, so when we got to like the PS2 era, more concessions had to be made with like controlling, you only control cursor out of battle and things like that. But very cool that we got the female side of that. So those are all the Persona PSP games that I own. I believe this is all of them. Now there's probably regional collector's editions that I don't have and things like that. But I think these on themselves are really cool, especially if you love the music of Persona, which I do. Yeah, so that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching, Nanako. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around to see more in the future. That being said, I'm that one Andrew, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.